Breaking Bread Podcast. Breaking Bread Podcast. Ooh, Breaking Bread Podcast. Breaking Bread Podcast. Ooh, Breaking Bread Podcast. Breaking Bread Podcast.
I've been shaving my head for about a decade now.
Hey,
Jeremiah got holding on them 3 braids.
I ain't doing it.
I'm gonna tell you
Like,
something. You go to the barbershop, your hair faded, they gonna tell you, they be like, you got about 2 more cuts. They'll tell you.
Oh,
dang, they put you on the
They'll
countdown.
tell you got about 2 more cuts.
Bro, they got you on the obituary in the barbershop.
Go ahead and start telling everybody goodbye. At the barbershop, go ahead.
Bro, they putting you on the obituary.
obituary.
The hair obituary.
They be
Is
like-
it a picture of you on the obituary or is it just the hair? Good people, welcome to the Breaking Bread Podcast. I told you.
You did.
Welcome to the Breaking Bread Podcast. Lee,
There.
Derek, and today we have the owner. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you tell it. I'm going to just tell her your name and you tell us what you own. We are here with the one and only Tynique, owner of Keep Winning Sis, high athleisure clothing brand in the city, curator of the culture, out here making big moves. So we came in here and brought her in here because we wanted her to give her story, talk about her entrepreneur endeavors, how she built her brand. But we'll get into that in a moment. I'm going to digress a little bit. We already talked about the dietary restrictions. We got that out the way, right? So now we're going to pass it to you. So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, like I said, I've been in North Carolina for about 8 years now. So I moved here, and I grew up born and raised in Rochester, New York. Like I said, I was raised by my grandmother. My mother was in the home, but grandma, she was from the South, so you know how you Southerners are. So I have 2 siblings. I have 3 siblings. I actually forgot my brother that quick.
You know how you Northerners are.
So yeah, but just as a young girl, just always playing with like video recorders, and I was obsessed with like behind the scenes and different things. When I would watch the production on television, I was just like obsessed with it. And then I was like, I want to be a radio personality. And so I just always had like a big personality or whatever. And I don't know if you want me to get into like my journey.
The whole thing. Yeah.
So just like even on Christmas, my grandmother always knew to get her a walkie-talkie, get her a CD player. It was always something that I can record or listen, something around production. So as the years went by, both of my sisters went to school to be nurses. And they were like, come on, you better, hop on this wave because it's a job security. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, I'm going to be, I'm the next Oprah.
That's right. Say that part again.
They're like,
say that part again.
Until they call you crazy, you ain't dreaming big enough.
That's right.
So I was that one there. Oh, she crazy. So I said, no. So I remember I started at school in a community college, but I wanted to go, obviously, to a university. But I was like, okay, if I do, I'm not just going to school, graduating, get a degree. I'm like, I got to do internship here because when I finish school, MTV got to hire me.
That's
NBC,
right.
Somebody.
That's right.
So I ended up landing an internship at MTV once I finished high school. So I'm looking at my sisters now like, I ain't that crazy. So I went out there and I worked really hard. And other internships too. Like I did land internships at NBC, like all the big names. But it was just like they wouldn't hire me. So I'm like, God, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, and all along he wanted me to do my own thing. So I was like, all right. So I went out there. Like I said, I never got hired. So I finished school and I was like, dang, I gotta move back to New York. I gotta go back home. And so I moved back home. And you know how it is as an entrepreneur and just somebody with big dreams. Like, it is not easy, right? Then you always have this dream just sitting on you, right? Yep. And people don't understand it because it's like a gift and a curse, right? True. Because it's something inside you that's just so big you can't explain it, but you don't necessarily always know how I'm going to get to it. Like, there's no roadmap. As an entrepreneur, as a dreamer, there's no roadmap. And if you look in the Bible like Joseph, right? He went to a pit. Yep. He went to a prison. And then he had to work for Potiphar. And then he ended up owning, Potiphar, trusting with everything. But to get to that, I know it's like, God don't love you. Why are you in the pit? why are you in the prison? Like God, you know, it looks like that in the outside world.
Mm-hmm.
But Joseph knew, and like I just always knew, like I'm in my
Tall
Bible,
that.
like
I
I'm
like
a
that.
Bible reader. So
Mm-hmm.
I just so I was like, okay. But I always stuck with it. And then so anyways, I moved to North Carolina and I was in the IT world, right? Far from broadcast communications, what I went to school for. So I was like, all right, safety, right? Nurse, IT world. So sitting in this job for 5 years. And I'm like, man, like I was like, you know, I just outgrew the seat and I just felt like I never fit in. Like, no,
Yeah.
you just
Yes. When we tell you that, we understand.
Yes.
you do not fit in.
It's the truth, especially in the IT space. We're in IT.
Mm-hmm.
I try to explain it to being us.
Exactly.
And you go in there.
Yep.
I'll be telling people like that stuff y'all see on TV, like the cool stuff. Oh my God, we're gonna hack in here in 15
No.
seconds. That's not how it works, sir.
No.
It's much more boring than that.
No.
But the people, it's a 1-to-1. Like the stuff that you see, but so and so code down to it, bro. Listen,
Yes.
listen. That's how it is. So you really could feel like an outsider.
Yeah.
You could be like, I am a main factor in my culture. As soon as I breach these doors, it's a whole different
world.
schema.
Mhm.
It's not even remotely close
Yeah.
Right.
to what you know outside.
And everything you say in those worlds, and I'm not knocking anyone that's in corporate because
Right.
we all have
Yeah.
to do something. We need
For
doctors,
sure.
we need lawyers, we need. But for me, I always felt like a free radical. Like I always felt like every time we would be in the boardroom, and I'm like, well, what if we? And they don't want anything new, right? They want you to
showed
sit
up.
there. They want you to be quiet. We're gonna roll this out. We're gonna roll this out. And every time I spoke up or I said something, I'm like, you know what? I always got like this backlash, and I'm like, because you're not supposed to be here. It's not them, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
So I had told myself, like, I was like, all right. I was like, on your lunch break, I'm just being honest, right?
Right.
I was like, on your lunch break, every lunch break, I was like, you are going to pray, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I came into agreement with God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right,
Preach
I don't want to move up. Promotions coming across my table because one thing about me, everything I do, I'm gonna cross my teeth, I'm gonna dot my eyes, I'm gonna do it the best.
Right.
They love me because my numbers was good and everything. They ain't like my mouth.
Right. I know what you mean. Because
No,
the mouth
I'm-
gets slipped.
Yeah, we
They
understand.
don't like my honesty, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm really
This is what it is.
being an honest person, especially in this world and in corporate America.
Oh yeah.
You're a rebel. So I was like, all right, so I'm like, God. So on my lunch break, I eat lunch and I go pray. I did this for 4 years, right?
Mm.
So, but anyways, COVID hit. Now we're at home working. So I'm like, all right. And I could just feel like I felt like something was dying. I felt like old me. I felt like I was outgrowing it, and I was like, I'm gonna fall into depression because this is not me, right? Because at home it's just you, those 4 walls during COVID, and you have this computer, and you know it's like they're demanding things of you, but now you're like, it was just like, I was like, I have to do something. So I was in my bedroom. And I literally heard something. I'm gonna sound crazy, but you know, I'm used to
No,
something
you're
crazy.
not here.
Something says start a YouTube channel, start encouraging people. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna do it. And so I just started releasing like little videos or whatever, encouraging videos, biblical, like I'll find a scripture, just encouraging people.
Mhm.
And then people started emailing me like, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? So I was like, oh my God. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna become a certified life coach, right? So I became a life coach. Then on the flip side, I was a gym rat. I always used to work out. And my friends used to be like, won't you start selling, you should start selling. And I was like, listen, I got $500. I don't know if Trump gonna release
Right.
these checks. What do you mean? Like, I didn't have the money. Like, even working in the IT world, right? It's like, so I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna start this business. It wasn't that I was broke. It's just that all my money went on my bills, right? So I was broke. So I was like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna do this or whatever. So I had an outreach for teenage girls, Big Sister Talk. And this guy, one of my good friends, he hit me up. He was like, Tynique, he was like, I love to see what you do with these girls. He was like, I love it. He gave me $2,000.
Wow.
Right?
That's major.
He had got a big break on something, I don't know. And he gave me $2,000. And I said, now, mind you, my life is falling apart. I'm falling apart. I'm like losing myself. I'm like, where am I going in life? I don't even know, right? Worst moment. My friends can't save me. No one can save me. And I kid you not, he gave me that money, and I went and brought my first activewear set for Keep Winning Sis, right? So I built my website, went on Wix. It was like $250. Like, I'm spending up all this little cash just to start my business. See, people don't know this. This is really my first time sharing this with the world. Because people look at you and they be like, oh, she look like she got it all together. And I'm like, listen, baby, I put in work. I mean, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of ridicule, people doubting me. Like,
oh, that's your camera right there.
Oh,
that's your camera. Talk to these people, because you preaching to somebody right now.
People will doubt you. They will doubt you. They will laugh at you. They'll have these perceptions that have not. It don't even match. It doesn't even come close to who you truly are.
Stuff they made up.
And like in it, you know. And I had to fight against all those things every day. All these narratives about me. And so whatever. So I released my activewear set. I started my Wix, and then someone said, well, they're gonna need hoodies to go over those activewear sets. And I released my Keep Winning Sis hoodie, and it took off. My first year in business, I made $150,000.
Amen.
Can you look in that camera right now and say it again?
My first year in business, I made $150.
Give God praise.
$1,000.
Give God praise.
Give God praise. I am not bragging. I am not bragging.
You are testifying.
Because I crawled to that moment, right? So it was all glory to God. My hoodies took off. Raleigh, like big shout out to Raleigh. Like Raleigh, I mean, I was going places to little city and like 6-7 people have on my hoodies. And I'm like, for me, it's surreal because, you know what I mean? I never thought that this would happen for me. And then globally with my coaching, I talk to people in Germany. I talk to people in Australia, Africa, all over the world. Like,
beautiful.
So I'm like, oh my God, this is a movement. I'm like, and it's all on me. And it's like all that training from NBC, MTV, all the people that want to hire me, you know, all the ridicule from the IT job, like just trying to suffocate me and just make me feel like I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't talented enough, I wasn't all of that. I'm like, look at me now. Like, look at, not even on pride, because it's really all God.
Right.
But I'm like, and I know you guys know it's entrepreneurs, and all the entrepreneurs out there probably like, girl, you speaking my language. Because until you step into it and really trust yourself, it's hard to believe in yourself. It is so hard because the world follow trends, they follow waves, they follow all that stuff.
Yes.
And I never follow trends. I'm like, no, this is really me. Right. And but with that, it does, you know, you do fall into trust issues, right? So, you know, some people, oh, she look like a mean girl. Because I do have, like, if y'all know, y'all see me, I have a very straight face sometimes, right? Because I'm so used to having to think for myself and not really having a lot of people around that understand me, that get me, that speak my language. So for a long time, I just felt like I was the only one in my world. So with that, you do have to unlearn some things and learn to trust people and different things. So, like, even coming to this podcast today, it's really big for me because I told myself, you're going to go in there and you're going to share who you truly are.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, thank you for coming and doing that.
So I really thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, like you said, all the work and stuff you do, and people see you and think it's just all easy. Lavelle Moten, again, I'll say this all the time, Central Coach, had a great line that stick in my head. Everybody want what it look like, but not what it feel like. They want what it look like where you on IG, but they don't want when you up at 3 o'clock in the morning packing them hoodies up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
They don't want that, but they want that success. So you got to do one. Don't come without the other.
That's right.
One Black Friday, like I said, I didn't expect for the hoodies to go the way that they did.
Right.
At the day after Black Friday, obviously it was a Saturday morning. My entire body was sore from packaging and doing those things.
Abundance.
Phone calls, shipments coming in late, working with designers and all those things. They don't see that on the backside, right? So it's a lot that come with that. And then like just managing your website and the graphic design and the hardest part is keeping up with the times. Staying relevant and keeping people's attention is so hard.
It's tough.
And then doing what you say you're gonna do. Somebody order a hoodie, especially when you're a small business, and then it take you 2 months to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to be really locked in on all your orders. Like, I have a baking business, so when Thanksgiving come, I'm fully it's going. So I have a whole Excel sheet. I got a whole software that I use. Everyone, and then fulfill off. 'Cause
Yes.
you can't make sure you don't miss nobody's
Oh my
stuff.
goodness. I've done
That's the
that.
customer, and I've done it before
I've
too.
done that.
And it only took me one time.
Oh, one
It
time.
only took me one time. It's
Oh,
like,
and
cool.
One
dealing
time.
with customers,
Uh-huh.
dealing
Yes.
with, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it's all that comes with it. But I feel
Mhm.
like everything that I went through, it prepared me for that.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so I just tell anyone, like, just enjoy you like, oh, I'm broke. I have no money. As an entrepreneur, I'm working this job. It's just like, don't give up because one day all of that's gonna change
It's
if
gonna
you
pay.
don't give up. If you give up, you'll never see it.
Yep.
And that's what I just tell everybody. And I know it sounds so generic, like just don't give
No,
up.
it's real. Like Lee said all the time, it's not a no. What you say, Lee?
It's just not right now.
It's
Just
just
not
not
right
right
now.
now.
But
It's
when
just
it
not right now.
happens, it happens. And I
Mhm.
mean, it happened, I can't tell you my age, but it happened when I turned 25, like the 5th time.
There you go.
It was, I was a late bloomer,
Yeah.
but Tyler Perry, everyone was a late bloomer.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
You have to figure it out. You try to figure out. I hate the term late bloomer because I feel like everybody bloom at the right time. If you bloom at 22, you was just ready to bloom at 22.
Yeah.
That's right.
If you bloom at 42, you was ready to bloom at. Look at Miss Pat. I don't know if you know who she is, the older lady that's
Mhm.
comedy. She in her 50s, and now she just
Blowing
getting
up.
to her success.
Yeah.
Blowing
It
up.
don't matter. Life is, you can do it any part of life, like you said, as long as you don't give up.
Yeah.
If you started at 20,
Mhm.
keep going. If you started at 30, keep 30. If you
Mm-hmm.
started at 25, like Tinique, that's 25.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Times
That's right.
5.
Time 5.
I mean, plus 5.
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
Yeah, because 25 times 5, we got something else to talk about. Like, damn, you got that Pharrell? You got that Pharrell jeans? You got the vampire face? You 25 times 5. You mean the one
Well,
with
that's
the
how
X?
I feel like times 5.
Yeah, sure.
With the X? Oh, that skin glowing for 25 times 5.
But no, what he's saying is so true because you got to think, but you're watching your other friends. Like, my friends were getting married and building houses like 28. And I'm like, I don't want none of that. Like,
Right.
when you settle down, when you get married? No, that's just not on my mind. Like,
Right.
of course I was dating, but it's like, when you're hungry for something, you're not thinking about what people
You have
are
to
thinking
fulfill
about.
that.
Yep.
I don't remember what I ate for lunch yesterday. I don't remember what I had for dinner because I'm so hungry for something else. And it's just like, I knew that even like, I was like, just let me do my thing. Like,
Yeah.
But you start to look crazy. You start to look like, then people started out, it's never going to happen for you,
Mhm.
Mm.
And you're right. It is such a duality at first. You said something that really stuck out. You was like, when you feel that so much, but you in the corporate world, and then you like, it's the duality, like you said, the double-minded, like God said in the book, you can't be double-minded which one you're going to do.
Mhm.
And when you pull yourself away from that and really lock into your entrepreneurship and stick to it, even if you got a corporate job, when you get out your job, just them 5-6 hours after where you need to commit to yourself and to your business
my
and
God.
what
Do
you're doing.
something.
That's just it.
And then like, that's when jealousy come into play, right?
Yeah.
Because it's some people that don't want to put in the work,
Mhm.
right? So it's like, they don't know. I'm getting off of work at 5:00. On Saturdays, I'm getting up, I'm shooting. This is before, mind you, I started a YouTube channel that got no subscribers. I worked on that for 2 years.
And how many you
And
got now?
Now I got 33,000,
Talk about it. See?
34,000.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, and you know how hard it is to get a subscriber or a
Mhm.
like or
Yeah.
whatever.
Matter of fact, we love shapes. Go hit the hearts. Go hit the bells. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Give me your tags too, so they know where to
Yeah,
find
yeah,
you.
yeah. And go hit hers too.
Instagram at Keep Winning Sis and Keep Winning Sis. And then, keepwinningsis.com. So check me out there. Everything is there. Everything you need to know.
That's keep winning,
Winning
sis.
Sis.
Keep winning, sis.
Continue to attain victory, my good sister. Keep winning, sis.
Oh, that's what it stands for?
No, I just made it
Oh,
up.
boy. I was just,
I like
Son,
You know I got a PR
you got
degree.
a PR degree.
Look, that's another thing about an entrepreneur. I can make a t-shirt with that on it tomorrow. Like, what'd you say?
I saw you say that. I was like, the hair. I was like,
Hey, listen, just write me in on 50% of the
Yeah,
package. We can talk about
I give you
this.
10.
We can talk about that after the
Say
show.
we're gonna go 10.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
the
listen, go ahead and run that
15.
up. Hey, half of these pros, that's what we need to keep winning, sis, in the Breaking Bread podcast collab. We got to table that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, because we got big imaginations around
No,
here.
yeah.
do.
We like that.
Oh, we can
and to
definitely
showcase
connect.
those big imaginations, we're going
Yeah.
to get to our first segment, which is I cannot be convinced. You ready for this, Tiny?
Yeah.
You ready? All right. So what we going to do? We're going to take a position, and I'm freestyling because I ain't even got nothing.
Yeah.
But by the time I get done introing, it'll come up. So what we going to do, we're going to take a position on something. I cannot be convinced to say what you got to say. Okay, so boom. This is what I'm going to say right here. Where we going to take this thing? I'm going to take it to culture. I cannot be convinced that when you go to the movies, you in the nice lounger, you leaning back, this and that and the third. If y'all ain't started putting the pluses on y'all ages yet, I cannot be convinced that the experience is not different. Before I had the ages the plus 25 plus 25 plus. You go in there, you in the lounge, you chilling, you vibing, you watching the movie, you into it. Now you go into there, and I mess around and recline that good seat, good brother, good sister. Oh, 45 minutes, I'm through. I'm done. I'm done. You hear me? And I'm not a fall asleep in a public place type person.
Right.
That is not in my spirit. That is not in my persona. I like to be active and attentive and things like that. We went to go watch Deadpool and Wolverine the other day. I was really looking forward to it. Been traveling crazy, moving all around the country, moving all in and out the country. So we sitting there. I'm watching the movie. Y'all, next thing I know, I'm waking up. Boom. Like a Thanos snap, dog. Like a Thanos snap. Had the popcorn, boom, the cherry Coke popping, wake up. Oh, the movie's over. I'm getting old, man.
Hey,
I guess the shaving thing should have told me that.
You've been traveling though too. To be fair, you've been out. You've been going.
And I got to go back to RDU again, bro. When I go back in there, what Drake say? How to walk in Chanel? Like, how the world you need more Chanel? When I walk in there RDU, they're gonna be like, you back again? I just see you. When you got them orange bags, don't you? Like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's
It's not the orange bag.
Oh, Chad, I got so many stories about these orange suitcases. So my wife and I bought these orange, bright orange suitcases. So I'm on sale at Bezos and them. Shout out to Amazon. And because we were like, you get tired of seeing the same old bags and people get bags confused and stuff like that. Bought the orange ones. Everything was cool. Go to the airport. Everywhere we go, people love them. Oh my God, we love them. They're like pumpkins, making jokes, everything vibing. Got to traveling in 2024. Good brother, good sister. Tell me why everybody bags is orange now. So the problem I sought out to solve was leave my bag alone because you know yours ain't orange. Now everybody got orange bags. This lady ran up and grabbed my bag off the belt. She was like, oh yeah, I bought the orange bag because I didn't think. And it was literally the exact same bag. So I guess I'm gonna have to go to another color. Maybe lavender or something.
Yeah.
Like what bags are people not going to
I need one that's instructive because when I just came back last month, they tore up my suitcase. When I picked it up off the belt, it was a crack at the bottom. I'm like, y'all just tossing all this stuff, man.
They suplexing suitcases?
They suplexing suitcases. So I'm just like.
Oh no, I know. I literally have to buy new luggage now because I'm like, where did this hole come from?
Right, where did this hole come from?
Now, it won't like this when I took it out the trunk.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I know it won't like that. I can't prove it, but I know it's
Airport
true.
get away with all the stuff, man.
Like pre-COVID, everybody was like so gentle. Customer service, like welcome to Cookout. How can we help you? It's like, hold on.
Go ahead.
Now I was like, hold on. Wait, you in the middle of your order. Hold on. I'm like, I done forgot what I want now. You know, everything. Hold on. Now you going to Walgreens, they in the back of the store for 20 minutes. You like,
oh, bro, I stopped going to Walgreens altogether.
After COVID, things just, they had to hire anybody.
Yeah.
It really, COVID or changed.
Nobody wanted to go back to work.
Changed the game.
Man, customer service.
Took a left. It took a left for sure. So, long story short, I cannot be convinced that, listen, y'all, if you're young, enjoy your youth, baby. The stuff you used to be able to do, you won't be able to do it no more. From your good friends at the Breaking Bread podcast. Derek, what you got?
Random thoughts.
Freestyling.
So let's talk about the word hate. It's not hating on somebody if you're just not familiar with their work, right?
Facts.
So let's talk about The Weeknd. I just missed that wave. I just missed the wave.
Me too.
It wasn't, I don't like his music. Well, he can come out. He came out in whatever. So this about mid-20s.
I was at T, right?
Yeah, so we in our mid-20s at this time. Man, we trying to figure out how to pay rent. Do I got enough groceries in the house? I ain't worried about the Weeknd album dropping. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying.
I ain't worried about the Weeknd album dropping. I got too much stuff going on as a 24-year-old. You know? And then I remember the little wave with the movie that the middle-aged white women loved. What's that one?
The movie that the middle-aged white women. Oh, that's specific.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Sex and the City, or
it's
a movie. It's
a movie with his song on it. His song was like the biggest feature on it.
Oh no, you know,
you lost
bro.
me
You asking the wrong person, dog.
Something 40 something. It was some number anyway.
What, a 40? Okay.
You Deserve It song of there. I remember that song blew up, and I'm like, it didn't hit.
It doesn't resonate.
It didn't hit for me.
It just
didn't hit for me. And then I'm like, when I saw the Super Bowl that year, I was like, how did he get the Super Bowl? He was like, you hate this music good. I was like, is it? I was like, I'm not hating. I'm just not familiar.
Yeah,
Again, I had to reflect myself. I was like, oh, he came out here. Oh, I won't stunt you right then. Or anybody music. I'm broke.
No, for real.
I can't afford music right now.
You come back up like, what happened?
You know what I'm saying? Sir has a song.
I'm broke. I can't afford
I
music.
can't afford it.
I was working on the weekend.
I can't afford to hear Joy.
And it's bars, because back then you had to buy the music.
You have to
for
buy
real.
the music on Tuesday or Friday when it dropped.
Listen.
$12. Dog, $12 is my groceries for the week now.
Listen, you working the second job on your
You
weekend.
feel me?
You feel me?
Thank you. You feel me?
You
So,
feel me?
people's like, you don't know about his stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm surprised
No.
he got the Super Bowl. I'm like, bro, I just missed his wave.
I missed his
It ain't hate. I just missed his wave. That's all it is.
That's how it was with me. Well, like I learned dances. Like
Yeah.
remember the heel toe?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yes.
learn how to do the heel toe like 4 years later.
Because you be missing the wave.
That's the one wave I didn't miss. we caught that heel toe wave, but yeah, I missed that. I missed the weekend wave too. And I've really psychoanalyzed it. For me, when it comes to music, that's probably what I should have did with for my I Cannot Be Convinced. So, you know, I used to, as you know, I used to be a producer. I used to make beats. I had a whole thing over there. If you don't, and this is for me, if your mids if the mids ain't right, you can keep it. Like, listen, you can have the best drums in the world. The highs can be great. You know, I know some people listen to the artist. They like to listen to the voice, the texture of the voice, things like that. But I listen to production first. I turn on anything. If you can't catch me in 3 seconds, skip. Because listen, I don't have time for a whole lot of lead into.
Yeah.
Let's get to the work, right? If the mids ain't where they need to be, I can't rock with it. Now, somebody's going to see this very real, and I'm going to catch hell. Well, the weekend stuff is full of mids. You don't know what you're talking about. Yes, because they're there doesn't mean I like them. I already missed the wave. All of the attachment, when people have these musical attachments, they're attached to the song plus a moment in time.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But what I try to explain to people, let me look in this camera. When I try to explain to people is I look at music on its merits. I don't try to say, oh yeah, I love this artist because that's when the time in my life was happening, blah, 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 blah. But that's what's in your head, but what comes out your mouth is you defending the song. Nah, player, look, listen to what's in front of you. Hear it with your ears. This is not it. I didn't catch the wave then, and I tried, y'all. I went back and I was like, I tried. He got some joints I really, really like.
50 Shades of Grey, by the way.
That's what it was. 50 Shades of Grey. He got some joints I like, but for me,
Yeah.
it ain't for me. And some of the stuff I like, it ain't for everybody else. But if you miss the wave in music, it's kind of hard to come back.
Yeah, and I'm pretty shallow. His looks wasn't doing it for me too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The whole the dude.
That's a thing.
I can't-
Wait, hold
You
on.
know, you wanna be-
The whole what?
The whole the doo. I don't know what those. I can't.
The
I don't know if I can
amount of
say it,
things,
but-
though.
But what? When she did it, I visualized
We
it though.
knew exactly what she was
It
trying to
looked
say.
like they just. I don't know what that was and what it is.
So who you listening to these days?
So, well, I wanted to say this. I cannot be convinced.
Oh, yes.
Real
Oh,
quick.
yes.
Look, that Drake is not going to make the greatest comeback of all time. Listen,
Okay.
now I'm Crit walking to the not,
To the can't like it, to the not like us, yeah.
but I feel like all right, it was fun while it lasted,
It was
right?
great.
But I feel like I can't be convinced that like he's not gonna come back. And what I believe is gonna happen is that he gonna bring us back to that wave of the Young Money wave. Remember in 2008, it was just like back to back. Like I'm praying because like I heard an interview with Lil Wayne and he said, I told Drake like, bro, you not built for the beef. You not built for the
Yeah,
the
you wanted
thug
to, dog.
rap. You a singer. Sing to the ladies. So I can't be convinced of that.
You just say I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like when you act tough. You know,
That is what
Yeah.
Doc
Drake, I
said.
agree. Drake, you know, he just dropped that 100 gigabyte, that little sample. He did that just to see how everybody felt about it. That's why he was doing it. It's like, Drake, you're going to be all right. Like, people going to listen to the music when you play it.
Oh, for sure.
You got a song that's going to pop in the club, it's going to pop in the club. Ain't nothing going to change about it. So, like, that, he ain't going nowhere. I agree with you. He ain't going nowhere.
But
The
I
boy-
listen. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so the boy said, I get off the plane and nothing has changed.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? See, I could talk about this all day, but I'm going to try to get to the straight point. You are absolutely right. I agree with you, Tynique. That man went out here, did the battle, right? Some time went down. Then he said, you know what? Celebrated, reveled in people. Yeah, it's over for Drake. Blah, 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 blah. Charlamagne said it best. Y'all tired of Drake because y'all tired of domination. Y'all act like y'all like domination. People act like we like winners. People, listen, that Nike campaign,
That's
that
so
winning
true.
ain't for
That's
everybody
good.
is
That's
the
so
truth.
true.
That's
It's not
good.
that you don't like Drake. The problem here is you tired of seeing this dude win. That's really what you're
Wow.
tired of.
Same thing with Chris Brown.
Thank you. They find a reason, right? And he said it in his own bars. First you start off the hero until you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So when they talking about it's over for Drake and blah, 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 what do you do? Oh, I'm about to drop 100 gigs on your head top. Then when you go through the stuff, I ain't went through the stuff. I'm just seeing the reels. But all that stuff that Kanye, oh yeah, we look forward to the dismantling of Drake. I was a huge Kanye fan back in the day.
Yeah.
Then to go in there and see Drake laying the reference track for the joint on Kanye's album.
Oh yeah.
It's right here in front of you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? At this point, it's an unstoppable force. The bops, the jams. I know people who listen to really love Not Like Us because they didn't want to see Drake win. And I've sat beside those people, those same folks. Oh, it's over for Drake. Celebrate.
Yeah.
Then music's playing Pandora in the background, something like that. All the Drake songs. Oh, that's my song. Oh, that's my song. Oh, that's my song.
Yeah.
You flip over to the Kendrick station. I don't recognize none of this.
Exactly.
That tells you everything you need to know. Like, I really believe that it was great music. I enjoyed it for what it was and all that good fun stuff. But let's look at the facts.
That's
The
why you
beef has
don't
been over
follow
since-
trends and waves. Like I don't. When people going left, I'm going right.
I hate the stands, like music stands in general, because I'm a big music fan. And I could love an artist. If you put out something that I'm like, oh, that ain't it, they ain't it.
That ain't it.
But like you got like DJ Academics, he became literally famous for being a Drake stan.
Yep.
This is the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my life. You are so like locked in on somebody that you can't even challenge them on some weak stuff. Like, hey, I need better stuff from you as a fan of your music. You know, everybody's just like same with Kendrick, with anybody. It's like they don't matter. They're just standing with them. And it's the stupidest thing ever. It's the same thing when you follow brands, like how people follow Apple hard. And I got Apple products. We all got Apple products. But it's like when you follow something to the point where you don't challenge them on their faults, then we got a problem. And that's what we got in music right now, where people are just so hard on going so hard for Drake or so hard for Kendrick or whatever that you can't even be.
You're not stopping to listen.
Yeah, you're not stopping and listening. You're not being what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking on the word right now.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
like
but-
you're not being centrist.
You're
It's
not
almost
being
like
centric, yeah.
you're this is my territory,
Right.
And I'm
And
not
I like
moving
both.
from it.
To be fair,
Same.
I love both
Bro.
artists.
And it's a Diddy fall and it's a Drake fall.
Yeah, yeah. Now that's a whole.
It's one you
nother-
can't get back up from.
Yeah, he got to
And
stay
it's
on.
he
one,
gotta go
and it's
there.
one you can learn
Oh,
from. And
listen,
I gotta get
right.
yourself up.
Listen,
Some.
yo, I was listening to Careless the other day by City Girls, right? Hearing the verse now with the context, think about the hook. Girl, I'm living life so careless. Like she's telling you what's happening. Go back, listen, go back and run that Careless. I ran that joint the other day. I said, oh my God, she was trying to tell us the whole time. It was wild the whole time. Like all of this, oh yeah, you ain't got enough money to spend time with me. Oh, that wasn't a bar. She was like, that's the truth, sir. Like now that we got this context. But on the Drake Dot stuff, when the homies took their sides, I had to remind them, last time I checked, I was the only one that listened to Mr. Morale.
Right.
I was telling
feel
y'all
me?
about Mr. Morale. Y'all are like, y'all don't want to hear it, right? But now you're mad at Drake when he taking
We
the
talked
shot.
about Mr. Morale on this show.
On this show.
We did.
On this show. Everybody was, we ain't trying to hear that doctor music, blah, 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 right? But then when he comes out with this, y'all impressed because he wrote a letter to a fake daughter, stop it.
That was crazy.
Please stop it.
That was crazy.
Please stop it.
I enjoy Euphoria.
Euphoria's a bop.
Euphoria is about.
Bop.
And he was actually saying, he was like, I might do a show one day. He did.
He was talking unmitigated in that Euphoria. I like Euphoria. I like Family Matters. Those are the two I
Yeah,
still
those
listen to.
yeah, Euphoria and Family Matters are the top.
Everything
two.
else is kind of like just
Yeah.
there. But
I
Euphoria
like to
and Family
sit back
Matters.
and like I observe everything and I just learn and I take points. I say, well, that's how I look like. Okay,
Yeah.
how many they love you next time? Like, I'll just be,
I'm like you.
analyzing.
I'd stand like I'll watch for how everybody else move. Like, oh, this is
Yeah.
okay. This is really this. This what this really is. All right.
So if it ever come to me, I know how to move.
Right.
That's right, because you got to know how to move in these
Yeah.
rooms, for sure. For sure. So good people, we are here with Tynique, the owner of Keep Winning Sis. So let's describe Keep Winning Sis real quick. So would you describe it as just like a athleisure brand? Is it a streetwear brand? Is it a casual vibe? If you
Well,
had to break it down, what is it? What is the
so
brand?
like Keep Winning Sis like kind of took on like its own identity, right? Because you have the woman that's like just looking for someone like herself to confide in for the coaching, right? So then on the other side, it's that girl. She just wanted the cute little with her J's on with her hoodie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she like how she feel when she got that hoodie on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and then it's some people that buy my hoodie just to encourage someone else. So I feel like it's a movement, but I also feel like it's just like kind of like a safe haven, like where it's like, okay, I gotta keep winning.
That's
I gotta
right.
keep going. It's like that everyday affirmation. Every time you see it, every
Yes.
time you wear the hoodie,
know
like
that's right.
I gotta keep winning. And like that's what I just pretty much said when I told my story. Like I just had to keep winning. And
That's dope.
that's pretty much what it is. It's just like it's just that push every day. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you see it, you can't like, oh man, I gotta get up.
And is it just for the ladies, or do you have men
So I
sizing
got
as well?
I have Keep Winning Bro. So a lot of the men like custom order
Mm-hmm.
the Keep Winning Bro hoodies. I had them on my site for a little while, but people in Raleigh, like if I could just drop them off or something like that,
Mhm.
they were online. But I have Keep Winning Bro hats and the Keep Winning hoodies.
Gotcha.
But a lot of men ask for athleisure wear. But with COVID, you know, going out of people really ain't working out like they was. When people are
True.
afraid their health. So I'm thinking about, and I'm moving into more selling like more like a boutique fields or whatever. So
Mhm.
I'm just gonna expand a little bit.
That's dope.
Get
That's
more
dope.
product.
Oh yeah, listen, we definitely got to get the
So-
collab.
Yeah.
So when did you realize on your YouTube channel, like, oh, I'm gaining subscribers? Like you saw the trend really like stacking up, or was it just a big jump, or like
It
a
was-
consistent drop and
it
you just
was
saw
a-
it raising?
Yeah, so my first YouTube channel, I seen no, but the next one went like I said after I went through this phase, like I'm gonna just be myself. I'm not gonna turn on this camera and pretend to be anyone. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
No, that's right.
I'm a,
Yep.
you know, I'm a speak from my heart. And then once I started doing that, it jumped.
Connected.
It connected. So I tell everyone, just be. I know it sounds so cliche, but be real. Like if you like it, you don't. If you like a person, you don't. Don't go around them. Don't be around them. You know, it's just be authentic. And I was just like, being a New Yorker, moving to the South, it was so tough for me because I'm like I would go out with my friends, no shade, but like we'll get coffee and like a New Yorker, I'm like, honey, this coffee cold. Can you take it back? And then my Southern friends be like, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm like, girl, send that coffee back. You know? So it's like just wanting, you know, all around the world, just be yourself.
Just be
Like
yourself.
Right.
just be yourself, you know,
Right.
and whatever you want, just don't stop until you get that. Like even like I think like sometimes women are in such a rush to get married. Like they, you know, got a Pinterest board with all their wedding dress and all of that. It's like, take your time. Like
Yes.
wait for your person to come.
Yes.
Don't rush.
You better.
You
You
better.
better. I'm trying. Listen. You better listen. I'm gonna say the last part. I'm gonna say it again. Like my daddy used to say, "You need to hear me, and you need to hear me good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
let Lee say
better.
it for me. You
Yeah.
better.
Listen to me, because it's listen. You locked in.
Yeah.
You locked in.
Every part of your life, the
to
whole
death do you part.
the whole schema, everything. Like this whole. Listen, every part you can think of that is your life right now is absolutely intertwined. Your family, their families, everything, their habits, their idiosyncrasies, your idiosyncrasies, preferences, non-preferences, everything like that. It's all coming together. So, you know, don't get me wrong. I had a great time at my wedding. But listen, the homies tell me to this day it was the best reception they ever been to.
Wow.
Because I gave the DJ a spreadsheet. Oh, yeah, I
I
told you this
I
story.
already know Lee get down.
Bro, we sent the DJ a spreadsheet of the songs to play in order. Run it like this, and I had it in vectors. I was like, oh yeah, we coming up ribbon in the sky. You know, all my love. We going to the 80s, boom, Michael Jackson, rock with you, period. Yeah, we're doing all that. But I told that DJ, I said, you see this right here on the cell 79, on the row 79. When you see mama, daddy, and grandma go upstairs and go to sleep, this is when you go down there. So I'm at my own reception, the one I paid for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Walking
Yeah.
around. So mom and dad leave. All right, cool. So grandma leave. I said, cool. I saw my older sister leave. Right. Soon as she got up out of there, I love y'all.
Exactly.
Soon as she got up out of there, I was going to the bathroom. The DJ booth was next to the door to get in the hallway. I go to cut that right. Me and the DJ lock eyes. I said, listen, I'm going to this bathroom, but when I come back, drop my shit.
Exactly.
Went to the bathroom. Came out. DJ seat me. Ran that Jeezy. Next thing I know, I'm in the wedding reception with my shirt off. I kid you
He's
not.
like,
hey, homies, if y'all was there,
is my
when you
last
see this,
chance.
this is it. This is it. I'm in the joint. Get your mind right by Jeezy playing with my
Get your
shirt off.
mind
Get your mind
Bro,
right.
all my homies around me, we just mobbing up.
That's
My
hilarious.
wife's bridesmaids is in the mob. We all just mobbing
Yeah.
up, having a good time. And it was like that for the rest of the night because it's the biggest celebration you ever gonna have. It's a beautiful moment, but it's just today.
But you need to enjoy your life before and out. Like
You absolutely
my
should.
sisters, like my family, all my friends are settling down. I'm still coming Thanksgiving. You know, they're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Listen, y'all have fun." You know, I just like, every Thanksgiving, Christmas, I know they started talking like, "Is everything okay?"
I just went home for a surprise 50th birthday party for someone, and we go to the place where it's at, and my great aunt is there. She's like, "You always coming by yourself."
God, so much.
She's like, when you gonna bring somebody around? I'm like,
It's hard out here for a player.
first of all, you know where you got to get to come around here with my family. Like,
that part,
right?
All of that.
It's just a lot of stuff.
But I'm like,
All
when
of
y'all, when you meet them, you're gonna know that.
Right, you gonna know.
Even with my Instagram, like I never been the type to post a man. I've never posted a man on Instagram like so recently, but you know. But like I never did that or whatever because I want like people to know like it's real, right?
This
but
is a real thing.
Yeah, but I also like. I really enjoy my life. Like, you know, everybody's like, you need to sit down. You be outside. I'm like, I'm outside. Like, even my grandma used to tell me, most grandmothers say, sit down, honey, wait on a man. My grandma used to be like, go outside. Go have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know,
Explore.
and I did that shamelessly. Even when people were saying like, okay, I'm like, no, listen, I'm not, I know when I'm finished, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And that's what everything in life, you know when it's time to sit down. You know when.
Yeah.
But
and it's just different people. Like, you know, some people see their value in success of, I'm married. You know, that's their goal. That's their entrepreneurship goal.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
That's right.
that's their goal. I know people like that. They get married. That's
what
their,
they want to do.
Success.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But let me do what I want to do.
But exactly.
Don't be judgmental.
Don't be judging nobody
That's right.
else.
That's exactly
That's
right.
right. Your view of success and my view of success are two different things. You know?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's with everything in life. I just tell people, just live it to the fullest. Like, you'll know when to sit down, and you know, at the end of the day, it's like you can't care what people think about you. Like, people are always gonna have something to say, right? So it's like
They're gonna say it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But they talk about Jesus. All he did was tell the truth. So,
and half the time they be so wrong.
Child.
You know, that's a good one.
That's a
What
bar.
you say?
Sometimes she said sometimes these people be so wrong.
They be like,
They just be wrong. Just
They
loud.
wrong.
Just loud.
and I let them stay there by themselves talking too.
And that's really the thing, guys. Like at the end of the day, you know, because I agree with you. Live your life. Go out here, be social, meet people, and then don't be an extremist when it comes to what you see. Like, don't be like, oh, well, so-and-so is so social. I'm like, it could just be conversation, right?
Yeah.
Stop taking what you see and then multiplying it with what you think.
Oh.
Just report on what you see. You put that in your conscience.
Can we
You see
talk
what I'm
about
saying?
that for a minute, though?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Can we please? Oh, my God, that's so good. Like, being, like, a personality, like you guys
Right.
having a podcast. When you go out, like, you're married, right?
Right.
People say, "Oh, you're flirting." We're not flirting. Like
That's right.
That's another reason it took me time to settle down because I'm like, I'm not flirting.
I'm working.
I'm not
Right.
working.
I'm
I'm
working.
like, I'm networking. Oh, you're in too many guys' faces. I'm like, it's not that.
Yo,
It's like,
let me tell
like
you.
if they see me talking to you, both of you, I see you guys often.
All the
right?
time.
Yeah.
If you walking in, you're like, oh, No,
No.
I'm actually working.
We are working.
It's funny. Me and Lee was talking about. Lee was giving you a compliment one day before you was like, "Yo, Tinique came in and she just worked the room. She come talking to everybody. She so genuine.
Bro,
she said, hey,
I'm trying to
you
tell
know
you.
what I'm saying? That's just what she do.
Yeah,
that's
it
not
it was-
flirting.
It's
Oh,
truly
yeah, but
it's like
I-
watching a CEO. Like,
Right.
oh, hey, how you doing? This and that and the third. Big smiles.
Yeah.
You know, shaking hands, kissing babies, going to the next one.
I got a homegirl who told me, like, this is truly a homegirl. Like, one of my, she's like a sister. She was like, you too friendly. That's why you single. Don't nobody want a friendly dude. I'm like, that's part of what I do though.
have to.
That's part of what I do.
Yeah, you have to be able to handle it. With
Yeah.
it's like, and we're genuine, right? So
Right,
I really want to know what's
exactly.
going on with
Really,
these people.
yeah.
Exactly.
And it's like to be opposite of that, we're not being ourselves. And we feel
Exactly.
suffocated.
And if
You
we
not-
can't be safe in the spaces we run into each other in, then where
Yeah.
can you be safe?
Exactly.
When we go to these spaces where we all see each other, we
Yeah.
are at home.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I go, shout out to Sonny. I go to Sonny and Bruce's party. I'm at the house.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me? I walk out, bro. I walk all up through this piece. I'm
Oh,
all in
yeah.
the. I know they be looking at me crazy because I go to Sonny's party. I be walking all through the VIP. This and that, the third. Be
Oh,
walking
yeah.
past security. They be like, "Who is this dude?"
Yeah.
Like this dude just be walking around doing stuff, handing people
Yeah.
drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't pull out your phone to give them your website or
Oh my
your
God.
QR code.
Man,
Oh my God.
just said that too, boy. You-
Don't pull out
It'd be
your
the end of the
cell phone.
world.
It'd be the end of the
Yeah,
world.
I seen so and so.
Uh-huh.
Look here, player.
They got to be. I see them together all the time because that month we were working on a project.
We
Thank you.
collaborate.
We collaborate.
We trying to get this Keep Winning Sis X at B Bread
Right.
podcast line popping.
I see them in the
Because we
corner.
got
He had
hella
her phone like
ideas.
this.
She had her phone. They spent too much time together. And it's just like, my
Like
guy
everything's
has
not
to be secure.
sexualized, man.
Has to be.
Everything's not sexualized. Like it could be
Thank you.
just genuine conversation. Like the duality. I know a lot of people think man can't think nothing but sex when they see a woman. I can acknowledge that somebody's attractive, but that don't mean nothing. We're talking about this, whatever we're talking about, genuine, whatever the world is, what we're talking about. That's just it. And like you said, don't let you pass that phone and see this. They're gonna think, this
Oh, now the
not
block
enough.
hot.
You
Now
know?
people making up their own
It
stories.
got to the point I'm just like, just DM me because,
Right.
you know, it's
Right,
just,
because you didn't even want the
Yeah,
foolishness.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Exactly. Because I'm going to tell you this. The prettiest punctuation in the English language, commas. Because they work on letters and numbers.
Mhm.
I personally want my commas in my numbers.
That's right.
Because the more commas I got in my numbers, that means that more numbers I have.
Shout out
Because
to
the way the
Purple Comma
commas work.
Studio.
Shout out to Purple Comma Studio. You feel me? Because if I got 2 commas, that means I got at least 1 million.
Mhm.
Can we talk about it? So the goal here is to get the commas. So if y'all mad because we out here,
I'm going to get,
y'all mad because we out here talking to folks, interacting, kicking it with these people, because
and
that's
they don't even be your supporters.
and that's the
No,
thing.
Right. They don't be us.
I'm like,
And that's the
why
thing.
do you care?
People be bored. But look, as curators of the culture, as we are,
Mhm.
right? Because we pride ourselves in the Breaking Bread podcast of only bringing in the flyest people. Like we,
Yeah.
because we see ourselves as truly
Mm-hmm.
the voice, the curators of the culture out here. And what comes with that is networking, socializing, dealing with folks, interfacing with folks.
Mhm.
Like if I see somebody, like Tynique knows, if I saw her down at the Harris Teeter, oh, Tynique, what's up? Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, I worked with her and just not gonna say nothing. No, because we have a friendship. I see
Yeah.
Sonny, you know, at the
Mhm.
at the stoplight somewhere. Oh, what's up? How you doing this and the third?
Mhm.
Because we are trying to do something in
Yeah.
this area that has not been done yet. We're trying to have this entire conglomeracy of these set of people in this area to elevate in all manners of status. And here's why. We already got the culture. They already want to be us. Everything that we doing, they trying to come be us and be where we are.
Right.
So now what we trying to say is, well, you can't get it for free no more.
Yeah.
That's all we saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Come, we welcome you, but it's not going to be free
No.
anymore
Mhm.
because this is our intellectual property.
No.
Us being curators of the culture is our IP.
Mhm.
That is our intellectual property.
And our time is everything.
And all of those things have a price.
And then it's like, you know, people, I used to go to everyone's event all the time. And I was like, hold on, I got to stay exclusive. If I'm everywhere all the time, it's kind of going
Perception.
to water down my brand. And I'm like, you know, and it's like,
Yeah, like Doc said, sometimes you got to pop out.
and I got to focus on the people that do support me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we the Roses, Zay. Like,
Shout out to Zay.
just
to
straight up
Zay.
love. You know, I'm going to beat your numbers Zay here, but, you know what I mean? But it's, you know, it's different. Like,
Yeah.
Raleigh got, you know, we got some hidden gems, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sonny doing her thing, you know, even Neiman and all the,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, people say, oh, you know, Sean Henney, but Sean Henney is consistent. Like,
That's
I
right.
love consistency. Like, you can say whatever you want to say about me, you know, this one, that one, you guys, but we're consistent. And that consistency costs a lot.
It takes a lot.
You know, I want to, like, you've been traveling. I'm getting to the point now I'm traveling more, but you're sacrificing.
Yeah.
You know, but they don't see you in the airport calling him. Okay, so 4:00, moved at the 6. They
Bruh.
don't see it.
Bruh, all across the water.
All
Hey,
across the
dog.
water.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's so true. And we appreciate that acknowledgement because it's the truth. Excuse me. Because it's the truth in that space. And I think that, you know, we're going to look back on this because the running joke I've always had is I can envision all of us on Time Magazine, right?
Yeah.
Everybody. One big yellow couch and like 50 people on the cover. But what we're doing is working. When I look around the city, it's working. People know who these people are. This stuff is happening. And I feel grateful
Yep.
to be with a good brother like Derek, to have great guests like y'all so that we can come out here and tell y'all stories and have a little good time in this hour that we have together on the Breaking Bread podcast. So with that, we have reached the point where you get to take over the Breaking Bread podcast for a few minutes. We're at our flagship. Yeah. We're at our flagship area of the show, BPE Big Positive Energy. So
Yep.
let me tell you how this goes. I'm gonna give you a moment to get your mind right. So before I get into that, I'm gonna speak on that one thing that you said. So the homie Tynique absolutely is a competitor. So one time I ran into Tynique, we were out at one of Sonny's parties. First thing she says, we going viral. Then I heard what you said, I'm gonna beat your numbers. So good people, what she's talking about is the big homie Zay, We the Roses, Zay Salute, what up? Went crazy. Had put the reel out there, went viral, went all the way nuts. Tynique walks up to me and is like, oh yeah, we gonna go viral too. So now it's on.
Now it's on.
Right. So we here for that. When these reels get cut, we gonna be in the back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put both of y'all in the text chat. Well, I mean, Tynique on your ass, bro. I mean, what you gonna do about this? And I can hear Zay now.
There you go. I was joking.
It's all love. We just kidding. Y'all know it's all love because it's all going back to the machine. But back to BPE, big positive energy. So we're gonna turn the show over to you. Derek and I are about to be the biggest cheerleaders you've ever seen. You get to talk about what you're happy about, what you're proud of, your accomplishments, reflecting on your journey. This is the part where we allow our entrepreneurs to give themselves some love. We just talked about how tiring it is, being on vacation, handling business, this and that and the third. But now we want you to celebrate the joy in this.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. Then I'm gonna do a little intro. I'm gonna throw it to you, and we're gonna go off. Good people, we are here with Tinique, the owner of Keep Winning Sis, international life coach, passport Ty, whatever you want to call it. You know, I like to give people
Passport Ty. I like
passport Tinique, baby. But listen here, we got a special one for you today because she told y'all the story about how she got in her Bible. It looked a little bit like Job for a little bit up in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the back end of Job is God did what? Gave him back everything. Plus some.
Tenfold.
Amen.
Tenfold. 10x. Right? So that's what we're about to give y'all. So we're going to let Tynique have this BPE moment to come in here and talk about her BPE, Lee, Derek, at B Bread Podcast. We love y'all, but Tynique is your show now. Big positive energy. It's up. What you got for us?
Well, I first want to, am I congratulating myself? What am I doing here?
Congratulate, do it.
So keep big shout out to Keep Winning Sis. Someone spotted our hoodie in Japan.
Yeah.
Right. So I've been shipping them out all over the world for what 4 years now. But to see someone spot it, my hoodie to be spotted in Japan,
fire. Yeah.
that's like a really big thing.
Super fire.
I'm super excited. Like I said, I hit in May. I hit 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's a really, really big thing. Shout out PD. What else I got going on? Like I said, my first year in business, like that's a really big thing to make under 50K. So like,
That's major.
you know, I'm bragging a little bit
You
because
should.
I put in the work.
Yeah, you should.
Shout out to myself for never giving up.
Yep.
Keep going with that.
yeah,
we want more of that. Give us more of that. Keep going.
Shout out to myself. I am a mother, getting my son through grade school.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even with
bro.
work,
Bro.
just
Yeah.
hustling hard, getting grade school. He's a high honor roll.
There you go.
Yes,
High
sir.
honor roll. He loves to fish, golf. You know, he's
That's
an
dope.
amazing kid.
Yeah.
So I
That's
did
dope.
that, you know. And I just want to celebrate just like not giving up and like right now I'm gonna start my Keep Winning Sis podcast only on YouTube. So I'm
Hey.
excited about that. I'm super nervous. I do not know what I'm doing, but I want to do that. So I got that starting up this year.
That's gonna be dope.
And
That's gonna be dope.
yeah, it's just so many things. Like I said, moving into selling more of everyday clothes opposed to activewear, rebranding, all of the good stuff.
Man, that's fly.
You know,
That
and
is
sitting here with you guys is an accomplishment.
Hey,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Hey, listen, we
Appreciate
appreciate
that.
that. It's
Appreciate
all
that.
love. It's all love out here at the
Did
Break
I
and
do
Bread
that
podcast.
right?
Oh, you nailed
Did it
it.
perfect, yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it, man. We are giving hope to the people because that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
We want these people out here, especially the youth, to know
Yeah.
it's possible, man.
Yeah, in the
Y'all
Greater
can do this
Triangle
thing.
area, Raleigh, Durham, surrounding areas, there's people here doing it.
So if you in Target and you see Tynique, you know that lady, this woman I'm looking at standing in Target, owns an international brand.
Yeah.
Not works for, not is a part of, not adjacent to, owns it. And it can be you too. So that's why y'all tune into the Breaking Bread podcast. Besides these wonderful jokes that me, Derek, and our guests bring to y'all each and every day. So that's all I got. Derek, you got something for the people,
Nah,
Mike, before we
man,
get up out of here?
This our first season back. I know we started late, a couple months.
Yeah. Little, couple months.
A couple months late.
It's been busy.
Been busy. So we thank y'all for being patient.
Yes.
And welcome back.
Yes, and please listen. Now we ain't got 30,000, but we trying to get there. So what you
I'm
gonna do?
trying.
So what you
Big
gonna do?
fan.
See. Matter of fact, if you are subscribed to Keep Winning Sis, you should subscribe to the Breaking Bread podcast too, and DM us because we answer all our DMs.
Yes.
Be nice to us. We might have something for
Yes.
you. We might have something for you. Good people, Lee, Derek, Tynique, thank you so much for joining us. We are
Keep
out of
winning.
here.
Keep winning, sis. Keep winning, bro.
Keep winning, sis.
Look in that camera right there, say I'm
Keep
gonna
winning, sis. Keep winning, bro.
cut it. We out of here.
Peace.
We love y'all. Peace.